I was sold a bill of goods. We were sold a bill of goods. 10K.
Honest review.
Honest reviews.
Honest review.
Right.
That's the most important part.
Welcome back again, Rum Lovers. It's me, Jamie here of Ready Set Rum. And we have our guest, our key reviewer for the strong rums, but slowly but surely he's moving into non-strong rum drinks. I'm not sure what's taking place here, but we
versatility.
Alright, so we have the versatile rum reviewer. Emmanuel is in the building once again. Everyone.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you back. Alright, so today, this is 10 Cane Rum.
Seen it, heard about it, and I've heard good reviews, and I heard that it is a hard to find rum.
Right.
So I'm interested because we found it, and the only reason we found it is because we need to review it.
Exactly. So
I'm happy.
This is one of these rums that we spent probably years going to different rum stores and not finding this rum.
Yeah.
And then we just running around to rum stores one day, we ran into our friend Rashawn.
Yes.
And first time meeting Rashawn in the first place, right? So it wasn't really a friend. We just used to Instagram and whatnot. Ran into him at Total Wine because we're famous. You know, the dynamic duo of rum reviews.
Yeah. The
right?
strong rum kings.
Exactly. Right? So we became a bit famous, so people are seeing us in the liquor stores now and shouting us out. Right? So Rashawn saw us and was like, hey, you know, you can find the 10K rum. This is where you go to find it. Right? So immediately we jumped in the car and we drove down to this liquor store, small liquor store deep down in Miami. We found the 10K rum.
Yeah.
Right? So happy to find it.
Happy to review it.
Happy to review it. And honestly, this rum is pretty famous because even people who aren't into rums know about this rum. One of my co-workers, he's like, oh, Jamie, you know you're into rums. Have you ever tried 10K rum? It's my favorite. I'm like, how is 10K rum your favorite rum? People could barely find 10K rum.
He knows something we don't know.
He found it one time and he just loved it and he can't find it again. So honestly, Bill, I gotta find you a bottle. Sadly, I haven't gotten any as yet, but I'm gonna find you a bottle. You're gonna get one. All right, guys, before we get too far into this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you wanna help us purchase these drinks, we got links in the bio down below. We got probably like Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, stuff like that. You're gonna throw us $5. Great, help us out that we can purchase these rums.
Yes.
Because it's a lot of driving, and you know, rums ain't cheap. So we did find this rum, and we did find that cost price of about $30. Happy to find that. Also, don't forget T-shirt.
Yeah.
You see what it says, right?
It's a fact. All sulphate sweet.
Right.
Where the Islands, you know, go Instagram page, Where the Islands, wheretheislands.com, and you would grab one of these. And any other product that we have, just jump onto our Instagram. Easiest way to get in contact with us to get your hands on one of these t-shirts. I like it. You like it.
Yeah, love it.
Everybody that sees it, they like it.
I want all my color combinations ready for the week. So I gotta do some laundry. All right. But yeah, we got different color combinations. We got white and blue. We got gray with blue. We got a ton of different combinations on the all sulphate sweet t-shirts. And for all the Caribbean people out there, you know what it means.
You know what it means. Especially the Trinidadians and the Tobagonians.
Yeah.
You know what this means. All sulphate sweet.
Exactly. Alright. We're gonna have to probably play a little clip of that song, right? To remind you guys what
exactly.
Where the Islands and Ready Set Rum. We're here for this
10K
rum. Alright, so a little backstory. 10K rum was a product of Trinidad and Tobago, and it's a product that was initiated by LVMH,
Louis Vuitton,
Moët, all those guys.
Yes.
Right? So that company that produces all those expensive stuff, they got into the luxury rum market back in 2005, and they went to Trinidad and they said, hey, they want a fresh, first press cane juice rum aged for 6 months in French stills, right? open fermentation.
Correct.
At lower temperatures. This is in Trinidad heat we're talking about,
Yeah.
right? So they really wanted a unique product. They didn't want the run-of-the-mill bulk rum from Angostura that most people get. They wanted to produce something that was special. So honestly, they were kind of ahead of the game because the luxury rum market wasn't really theirs yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Up and coming, but it wasn't too popular.
Exactly. No. You know, they kind of jumped in the game and jumped out the game, whilst people like Richard Seal at Foursquare stuck to the game, right? And is now selling premium 150 bottle liquors, right? And these guys started back in the day at 30. A little bit more backstory is that whilst it started in Trinidad, they had moved eventually to Barbados, and then I think they moved back to Trinidad. So there's different bottlings over the years. So they started in 2005. This bottle is from 2007. I'm not sure if this was one of the first establishments of like the Trinidad, Barbados, then Trinidad. Is this the first or second coming of the Trinidad rums? In 2007, it might be too close for you to leave Trinidad, jump to Barbados, and
then
to
back. Yeah.
So this is probably some of the first bottlings of the 10 cane rum. Right. The Barbados bottle looks a bit different. It's a bit thinner, more narrow. I got some baby samples of those, so I want to post some pictures of those, of the small sample bottles that I got of the, I think I have a Barbados one. But also in the front here, it says Trinidad Kingdom of Rum. Has a nice fancy monogram with a monkey on the top. Honestly, it's really cool. Like I could see from the back the whole monogram, and you'll just see the 10 cane covering the monogram to some extent, but this is how the bottle is. It's really unique, really unique packaging.
Nice presentation.
There's rum on this.
I really like it.
Honestly, this is a really like unique bottle presentation.
Yeah.
On the neck of the bottle here, there's almost like a rib. Like if you hold that, you just feel that. It feels like it is ribbed, like that there's a kind of plastic rubber thing there that really helps a bartender hold to pour. So they really did a lot of thought process into this.
Yeah. They went all out.
Yeah. Not only making
they thought about everything.
Not a run-of-the-mill rum,
because
it's first press, which is almost like an agricole. Right, first press, wild fermentation, like no yeast added.
Right.
Fermented for several days at lower temperatures, and then they went and just aged it in French casks for 6 months. So they really were going for a unique type of spirit here.
Yeah.
You know, and in today's day, if someone had thought of this and created this today, they would have sold you this for like $50.
Yeah.
Right? So, and funny enough, this is only going for $30 if you can find it at a regular liquor store. If you're gonna buy it off of someone, they're probably gonna sell it for $60. Right? Because it's not something you could just walk into the liquor store.
It's hard to find.
You know,
and now that I think about it, the guy that owns the, I guess you could call it the conglomerate that is Louis Vuitton, Moët. That guy is Bernard Arnault.
Right.
And he's French. So maybe that's why the decision to go with the French oak barrels to age.
And really more of a French agricole type of approach. Now, most people don't know Trinidad and Tobago, well, mostly Trinidad, was really very much more French influence. Even I also Trinidad, also Tobago, but Trinidad itself, they had a lot of free French people. When you know freedom came to the French in the early parts, a lot of the French planters came to Trinidad before freedom to slavery really existed. You know, like there was, before everyone else got freedom,
right?
The French planters had freedom and they came to Trinidad and they kind of did their own thing. So I think it was at least in 1900, the language spoken mainly in Trinidad was a French Creole, similar to what is in Haiti. Right? So English to Trinidad only came about in the later part. Like we're talking about, you know, in the 2000, in the 19 to 2000 era is where the Creoles and the dialect really were replaced with standard English. So a lot of the slang and stuff from the earlier part, the dialect was really way more French influence. A lot of people don't know that. Even people on the island sometimes don't know that. But that is indeed the fact. It was hard pressed for them to speak English based on English rule. However, that really was not the main language that was spoken. All right, so that's a little backstory on the history of Trinidad and Tobago and also the history of this rum. But let's get into it. You know what? We really should have cracked this label a long time ago. So you guys are gonna see us crack the label because we just bought this and had it sitting on the shelf for the longest. So a little bit of a plastic seal there. Honestly, you just kind of twist it. I was doing too much. Oh shoot.
It broke.
It broke, guys. So one good thing,
it wasn't meant to be.
We have 2 of these. Right? So
we need some movie magic.
The popping of the cork scenario didn't really work out too well. Right?
Yeah.
So bottled in 2007. We're talking about 14 years later.
Right.
Right? So 14 years later, the cork didn't really stand the test of time and actually broke off right into the drink. Right? So
first pour, we're gonna get some 10 cane and some cork.
Yeah, 10 cane and cork is obviously in the first pour.
Don't mind.
Alright, so we gave you some background.
Right.
We gave you the price.
Right.
Right. We give you the history of Trinidad and Tobago. We went into all of this kind of spiel. Time to make the pour. Right. So I don't know. I'm gonna get a lot of cork on this one.
We have some stuff floating.
Alright, so I gotta take the first pour with all the corks. And hopefully we'll get some. Get some corks.
I'm a little bit in there.
Alright, so ignore the corks on this side. But
I like the color though.
Very light. It looks almost like a wine, almost like
like a Moscato or something.
Or a white wine type of thing. So it's only 6 months age, so you can't really expect much legs. You can see it's kind of thin there.
Yeah,
nothing much to speak of on the legs department, right? But 6 months age, French cask.
Right.
All right, so let's go to the nose.
Let's nose it and see.
I'm not really getting a lot. I'm not getting a lot at all. It's very light. I would not expect this from I think it said French stills as well.
Yeah.
So French stills, I don't know what the details. It's not French stills aren't really pot stills per se, as far as I know, but they're not like big industrial column stills, because they said small French stills. So if you guys know better on this, what exactly were these small French stills that they spoke of for the 10 cane rum? Really light on the nose.
And I'm getting a burn. I'm
getting a burn. I'm getting a slight sweetness under there as well. Okay, yes, there is a light sweetness, kind of honey. Not a sugary smell, like kind of light
see that.
honey smell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very light.
Citrus, but very light. Very, very light. I really did not expect this. I didn't expect it to be so light on the nose. All right, so let's get into the tasting.
Watch out for the cork.
Still a bit hot on the swallow, light, clean on the palate.
Yeah.
A little bit of that same honey flavor that I just described, but not a lot of flavor, not a lot of intensity. Honestly,
it's not a lot, but I kind of like it.
I like it, but I was expecting something different. Because they talked about the small French cars, they talked about the small French still.
So you were expecting like a bolder flavor?
Yes, I was really expecting something closer to a clarin, to something else, something more natural, something more raw. It to me comes off a lot more like a traditional Trinidad rum. It does not come off as a big pungent flavor, Creole, I really was expecting more on the line of bourbon core, clarin, even more like a rum bar, something more pungent,
So are you backing away from the notion that this is a premium / luxury rum?
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it falls into the category of it is kind of one of just the others.
Yeah. Honestly, I expected more. Right? So this is my first time tasting this thing. I hunted for it for a long time. I bought 2 bottles of it. Because I really wanted to try this 10 cane rum that everyone was hunting for, right? But honestly, I'm not impressed. I did not think this is what it was.
I like it.
Maybe the thing with me is that it was so hyped to me.
Yeah.
Right?
You expected it to be grandiose.
I expected
a
lot more, especially for first press cane juice.
Yes. Something fresh and
wild fermented in Trinidad at cooler temperatures. Don't know how you're gonna get to cooler temperatures in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Right? And then 6 months in oak barrels in French oak. I didn't expect 6 months to give a lot of flavor, but I did expect that the first press cane juice to really do something. And honestly, for me, it didn't do something. I
thought for it being like first pressed, like I'm expecting a more cane juice flavor because I'm expecting it to be more fresh.
Yeah.
Like the light flavors are there, but it doesn't hit me with this is fresh cane juice.
Yeah.
Because that is the description that they give.
Fresh cane juice, I'm thinking Clarence.
Yeah.
That's something I'm thinking Clarence. Red nephew type of flavor, like some sort of and that might really just be because what the small French stills are some sort of small column stills.
Yeah.
And then they extracted off so much as you get higher in the distillation that you don't get that much flavor. So for me, honestly, this drink is a bit of a hype. I'll be honest.
Overhyped.
I'll be honest. It is a hype. Like, would I drink it? Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible
It's
rum.
not bad. Like,
It's not a bad
I like
rum.
it.
Like
It's not something that is for me. I will have one. It's not something that I would be like, all right, this finish, I'm going to get the next one. That finish, I'm going to get the next one.
Yeah.
That finish, you're going to get the next one.
So,
No. It's done. It's done.
Honestly, guys,
but it tastes good.
it's a must try.
Yeah.
For a must buy, there's too much work involved. It's not that,
The hunting and the seeking.
So, the price point, honestly, you could get for $30 in most liquor stores. 30, it's anywhere between $29 to $33, I would think. I think it was just like $32 or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's what.
So you get like $32 for it. We found it in other liquor stores for like $29.
Yeah.
$30. So about $30, right? And it is rare, right? You can't find it anyway. So to get a rare rum, if you can find it for $30, great. You taste it, it's decent. It's a bit light, way lighter than I expected.
I'm almost thinking like, would it have fared better being in the barrel a little longer?
Yeah, honestly, to me, it's not about being in the barrel a bit longer. To me, it's more about not refining it as much. Like when you're taking it off the plates, like it's a French still, which I thought was pot still, but this is definitely a column still, right? So it's a column still, and there's always rectification plates that you have in there, and based on the the lower plates give you more flavor and stuff like that.
Right.
And it seems as if they took this off too high of a point on the still to me. If it was on a lower point, you would get more flavors, more pungency, more of that fresh cane juice that they're talking about.
Yeah.
To have a fresh cane juice and then use a column still on it, to me is just being a barbarian. That's what it's like. it makes no sense to me. If you're gonna do if you're gonna do the top of the still,
Yeah.
just get molasses,
Right.
right? If you're gonna refine it down, that there's not that much flavor to it, there's not that much pungency to it, there's not that much of that fresh cane juice taste.
Yeah.
You know, just get molasses. Because
I can see that.
you know, so that's my take. You know, I do not know. I don't know. I am suffering from buyer's remorse. I really hunted for this thing. I was so excited when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I kid you not, it isn't what I expected. And I kid you not, they really hyped this drink.
Yeah.
Right? You know, it been rare, it been out there. Great. You know, like we have also been hunting the stolen overproof, and we found a lot of them. And you know, stolen is from Hamden, so you get Hamden flavors. You know, so I love Hamden flavors. I love that content of it. You know, and honestly, things that I didn't know what stolen was, and it was a Hamden, and I got a Hamden, so I enjoyed it.
Right.
You know, but this on the other hand, they didn't just tell me it's a Trinidad rum.
Right.
Oh yeah, you know, it's an old production from Angostura back in the day. You know, it's rare. And then I found it, and I tasted it. Alright, so now I'm gonna taste it with the concept and the mind thought. This is an Angostura rum. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Alright. Now my mindset is changed. It is an Angostura rum. It is light. There's some vanilla flavors in there. There's some sweetness in there. Some orange zest in there.
Like I said, it tastes good, and the flavor profile, it is light. It ain't. There's nothing about it that makes you want to be like, oh, this bitter, or it tastes too strong, or the flavor is too heavy. It's light across the board,
Right.
on the palate. I understand what you're saying about the difference between expectation
Yes.
versus reality,
Yes.
and changing your perception
Correct.
to see if it lines up with something else.
Right.
So as far as it being a Trinidad rum, and establishing that it's a Trinidad rum,
Yes.
you understand where the flavors come from.
Oh, okay. So
For me,
yeah.
I would buy this rum, but I don't know if I will replenish this rum. But because it is rare, and because it is Trinidadian,
Right.
if I want to increase my variety of Trinidad rums in my collection,
Correct.
I will buy it.
Correct. All right. No, you're right. So as a Trinidad rum,
It ain't bad.
I'm just thinking Angostura, right? Why are you laughing, bro? So as a Trinidad rum, right? 2005, 2007, I'm thinking a Trinidad rum.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's an Angostura rum, a lightly aged Angostura rum,
Right.
right? Okay. I would get it, right? Tasted it, it's okay. The fact that it's rare, okay, I'll get 2,
Right.
right? But on the taste profile, which is what Ready Set Roll, this is what we do. We sit down and we taste and we say,
Yeah.
like, to me, for me personally, it was overhyped, right? It was overhyped,
Okay.
right? And now that I just, realigned my mind into thinking that it's Angostura rum, lightly aged, right?
It's all coming together.
Now it's coming together.
You understand.
And I'm saying, okay, a lightly aged Angostura rum.
Right.
Okay. $30.
Price point ain't bad either.
The price
For
point for me,
something that isn't easy to find.
yes. So that's the thing. The price point for me is based on its rarity, right? But in 2007, I would have bought one of these. I wouldn't have bought another one because there isn't much there. Like for first pressed cane juice, doesn't do it.
I like the lightness of it. That's
Okay.
you know, just for
Emmanuel likes it, right?
for opinion's sake, I would buy it. I don't know if I will buy it again. I would buy it because of its rarity and the difficulty in locating this on a shelf.
Yes.
I don't know if I will buy it again. So for me, I like it. It is light, which is flavors that I like.
Right.
I like rums that don't have too much going on.
Right.
So this works for me.
Right. Oh, but all right. So what flavors did you get?
I got the hint of the citrus
Right.
and that type of stuff in it. I did get a little bit of sweetness on the nose and on the palate.
Right.
I did get that hint of sweetness, but the sweetness isn't heavy.
Right.
So across the board, every flavor that you get is light.
Very.
And I like that.
Right. So honestly, so this was supposed to be a luxury rum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's luxury.
but a presentation is luxury.
It's good. Yeah.
So what to use as a luxury rum?
To me, a luxury rum is the Hamden. I've tasted the Hamden. It's very good.
Right.
The 1787 from Angostura, to me, I know it does not fall in the luxury category,
No, to me that's very luxury.
but
No,
that rum,
dude.
that is one of the best aged rums that I have ever drank. So I put it in the luxury category.
I'm not sure what the price is because usually they honestly only sell it in Trinidad and Tobago and Europe,
Right.
right?
So I assume it's between $70 and $90 for the 1787.
Yes, because so the 12 year, if you get it in like New York, it's $50.
Right.
If you get it in Miami, in Florida, it's $75.
Exactly.
I don't know why there's such a large disparity in prices.
Right.
Right. Total Wine has it, and they have it in my area for $75, and they have the number one for $120. Right.
Right.
So the 15 year should be in that range between
Yes.
75 and the 120. So maybe like $90.
Yeah. So luxury for me is 1787.
Yeah.
Number one,
Yeah.
Angostura, and then if we switch over to Jamaica,
Yeah.
Hamden Estate,
Yeah.
their rum, and then
The Great House 20.
exactly,
Right.
and then the Four Square stuff. To me, those are in that category.
Right.
This, just my opinion, guys. This does not belong with those guys.
Correct.
This rum belongs with like the 1919 and those
The
rums.
number 7.
Yeah,
The
those
Angostura 7 year.
the 7 year,
Yeah.
the 5 year, maybe those rums.
Yeah.
You know, that is the category this belongs in.
Yeah,
This don't belong with Hamden and 1787 and
No.
stuff.
So, to me, there's some flavor there. Sadly, was a bit too overhyped for me, which made me really not be happy with it. But it says here, the bottle's redemption. It begins as pure sugarcane. Each bottle crafted with fine, hand-picked canes grown from the rich Trinidad soil, water and beautiful sunlight, created for the first pressing of virgin cane, individual casks, handled ever so carefully, with double-distilled to bring out their natural flavors, decanted unachievable with molasses. Pure sugarcane, one bottle that finds its way to you. 10 cane is the most extraordinary rum Earth has ever seen. Untouched, light, smooth. It's how rum was supposed to be. 10cane.com.
Disagree with that statement.
Right? So
Absolutely disagree with that statement.
That's what I'm
10
saying,
cane, you guys did good on the flavor profile, but that what Jamie just read, I disagree. After tasting it, this is not what I drank. It doesn't make me reading it and drinking it. It doesn't make me feel good.
exactly. That's exactly where I'm at. It's like I was sold a bill of goods. We were sold a bill of goods.
But
Yeah.
like I said, I would buy it because
Right.
it's light. I like light rums. I don't
Okay.
like rums that have too much funk and flavor and all this type of stuff. So I like it.
I agree with you, right? And honestly, so let's take out
See,
the name.
I'm finishing it. That's how much I like it.
I finished mine. Honestly, I could pour myself some more, but I got some more rums to review tonight. But honestly, the thing is that I really read up on this, looking for this. I believe the hype.
Right.
That was where the problem began and ended, right?
Disappointed.
Disappointed. To say the
right.
least. 40% alcohol. These are 750 bottle. Really beautiful presentation. To me, a must try if you get it. If you try it, it's decent. It's decent. Honestly, to me, it's not a luxury. At $30 isn't really luxury. Most luxury goods, luxury rums are usually like $60, $50, $50 up or $60 up. So this really isn't a luxury rum. It's really an on-age rum at 6 months, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype on it being fresh print, fresh cane juice and stuff like that. But this tastes like it came out of a column still. So you really don't get all that fresh cane business. You get a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of sweet honey-like flavors. That's what I got on it.
Yeah.
And to me, that's pretty achievable with a molasses.
Yeah.
So I was quite confused by what they did. The fermentation and all of that, decent, a decent, pretty on-age rum at $30.
Yeah.
So thinking about that in that light, a $30 rum, light flavors, you can make a cocktail with this.
Yeah, definitely.
You could sip it. It's not the best sipper, but it's
I rather
sippable.
sip a 1787.
Yes, definitely. Okay, right. This guy loves Angostura 1787.
Hey.
Right, I do as well. We are gonna review it eventually. We rambled on a lot because this 10 cane really was a conversation starter.
Yeah.
For what it was. Beautiful packaging. I wish they would bring it back with a more aged spirit. I wish they would really do it right. I really would, even going back to Trinidad or going to anywhere, doing almost like a Clarin style, right? To really make it French, since they're gonna do all this French influence business.
Right.
Or just honestly, like going anywhere that there's still a fresh cane feel. Like you're gonna go to Barbados, but it did transition to Barbados at one point. Going back to Barbados to some fresh cane spirit, doing it really good, getting that nice fresh cane juice flavor. You could sell me for $50, right? Almost like one of those Clarins, like Clarin Vival. I love Clarin Vival, mind you. So, that's what I'm thinking. 10 cane, if you want to buy some Clarin Vival and slap that sticker on it, that'd be good. This really to me was really much more of a molasses flavor. It was just so underwhelming to say the least. Alright guys, so this has been a long rant on the 10 cane.
Honest review.
Honest reviews.
Honest review.
Right.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, we don't pull punches.
No.
Right, we don't pull punches.
If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't.
We don't. Alright guys, so ready, set, rum. Taking you around the world. One hard to find rum at a time. Cheers.
Cheers guys.